Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And join today is 1% free. So you guys going to be doing my WWE Raw review, the first Raw of October. And so let's jump into it. First, they started off the show, you guys, with Becky Lynch. She was talking and all that stuff, and Bellaire ended up coming out. But then again, they did the draft, and so they're gonna have Becky Lynch. She's been drafted to Raw. Good to see Lynch on Raw. Then the Usos been drafted as Friday Night SmackDown. And you remember what Roman Reigns said, that if the Usos didn't get drafted on Friday Night SmackDown, then it was going to be some problems with Paul Heyman. But then again, they were happy that they stayed on the same show. Then you guys, Bobby Lashley, he ended up staying on Raw as well, and he's got his feud going on with Bobby Lashley. And so you guys, it was pretty pretty excited to see that. Then Sasha Banks, she is staying on SmackDown as well, but we'll see what's gonna happen next. Then so yeah, that's round one of the WWE draft. After when Raw went, when Raw was on. And then we had a United States Championship match. We had Jeff Hardy versus the United States Champion Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce made that match official. That was going to be the match to open up the show. And so you guys, Jeff Hardy, he was looking pretty good in this match. Honestly, you guys, I have to say the least. Jeff Hardy, he ends up going for the whispering and win on Damian Priest. Damian Priest tried to do like the insecurity kick thing, as you see he did right here. And then you guys, he ends up just, I don't know. But Jeff Hardy, you guys, after the match, he kind of teased something, and you really have to watch that in my shorts that I uploaded. So if you got the post notification bell on, go to my shorts, and you will definitely see that video where Jeff Hardy said after this match right here that he's gonna have to show a new side of him on SmackDown. Well, on SmackDown, after the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, Jeff Hardy he hit the Swanton Bomb, as you see right here, you guys. Jeff Hardy still has it after he's been wrestling since he was like 16 years old, guys. And Jeff Hardy is like now 44. And he is still pushing it, you guys. That is a very long time to be a professional wrestler, at to say the least, a veteran at the least. But you guys, Jeff Hardy tried to go for the pinfall, but Damian Priest ends up rolling over Jeff Hardy and picking up the victory and retaining his United States title. So you guys, Jeff Hardy and Damian Priest ends up shaking hands and all the good stuff. But as I was saying before, you guys, is Jeff Hardy going to the Willow character or what? I'm gonna put that video the video is already up here. So yeah. Then we seen Austin Theory from NXT. He got drafted to Raw, and so you guys, he was basically saying that he wanted a picture and all that stuff until he attacked Jeff Hardy. And so on and so forth. But hopefully they'll do something pretty good with Austin Theory, and become a at least a mid-card superstar for starters. But as you see right here, you guys, always cracking jokes. Austin Theory was doing the little Jeff Hardy thing or whatever after he attacked Jeff Hardy. Then Randy Orton, he was talking about he wanted a match with Omos, and Riddle, he was just being weird and all that stuff, you guys. And so Orton sent a challenge to Omos to face him tonight in the ring. And then so they end up starting back with the draft once again, you guys. We end up seeing round two where Rollins get drafted to Monday nights. And you already know Edge is on Monday nights as well. Then you guys, we seeing King Nakamura. He is staying on SmackDown with Rick Boogs. And so after then, you guys, you can see right here when they was saying that thing, you can see that they were happy. So pretty good. We'll still see him on Friday nights. I wonder if the commentary team will change. Who will be moved from that one? Damian Priest, he's staying on Raw. Sheamus, he's getting drafted to SmackDown. Wonder what he would do over there, you guys. Will he probably face Nakamura for that Intercontinental Championship? So that's round two you guys, of the draft. And so after that, you guys, we end up seeing right here where we had Shayna Baszler versus Dana Brooke in a one-on-one match, and the match went by, you guys, like less than a minute, of course. And Shayna Baszler, she's just fighting her way through all of these opponents and stepping on arms and so on and so forth. Because first she started with Nia Jax, and then there was Eva Marie, and after then, you guys, it's almost was Dana Brooke. And till Dewdrop comes up out there, ends up skipping and hopping or whatever. But what's his name? Corey Graves said, "You don't skip to the ring if you're trying to save somebody." And it was definitely pretty funny to hear Corey Graves, on commentary with Byron Saxton and Jimmy, whatever his name is. So yeah, you got Dewdrop ends up saving Shayna Baszler, and so after then, you guys, maybe we'll see a match between those two next week on Raw. But then again, that's when we see the commentary guy. I really don't know his name, and Paul Heyman was smiling, but he looked, he was glad. He was glad that the guy wasn't Caleb Braxton bugging him all the time and so on and so forth. And they were asking about about Brock Lesnar, and the Usos give that look. But you guys, make sure that you watch Escape the Undertaker tomorrow night as well. I'm definitely going to be watching it on Netflix, so check that out, please. And then you guys, of course, we had Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo versus Mansoor and Ali. The match went by pretty quick as well. This one was like less than 40 seconds or 30 seconds, you guys. Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza are cousins in real life, and they definitely have been, on a pretty good roll. So I'm definitely ready to see where they're gonna take to next. What big team can they defeat? Like I said, we definitely gonna have to see. So it's great that WWE put Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza together, the real life cousins, and them picking up a victory, because Humberto Carrillo ends up slamming Mansoor head into the LED board, or the little ring post like LED board. And then AJ Styles and Omos, they end up staying on Monday Night Raw. Shayna Baszler ends up getting drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. Then we had Kevin Owens. He get drafted to Raw from SmackDown. So I wonder what's going to happen with him. His contract is almost up. Then we had a surprise one, you guys. We had Xia Li from NXT getting her call up, you guys. Wonder what she's going to do on SmackDown. So that's round 3, you guys, of the WWE draft. Like they first started off, you guys. I think it was on Friday. They did like 5 superstars, but now they're only doing 4 in Raw. But then Big E was congratulated by Drew McIntyre and so on and so forth. And so Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode ends up coming out, you guys. And Dolph Ziggler was basically saying that how he built Big E when Big E was a fresh face in the company, and that he that he carried Big E on his back and so on and so forth, back in 2013 when Dolph Ziggler won the World Heavyweight Championship. I hope they bring that championship back, because I'm really tired of these W championships all around here and so on and so forth. And so Dolph Ziggler ends up showing where Drew McIntyre and Dolph was on a team. They won the tag team titles, and Dolph Ziggler really wanted a thank you from the both of Drew McIntyre and Big E. So then you guys, they end up having a match. Was Big E and Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. So as you see, you guys, Big E did a little splash off the ring apron, you guys. And then, of course, Dolph Ziggler does a little hole and all that good stuff, you guys. But then again, you guys, we end up seeing right here where there was like some type of outside dive or something like that. Drew McIntyre ends up cutting his arm when he got sent into the corner because his sword was right there, you guys. And as you can look, his elbow, it was basically cut by that very sharp sword. And so you guys, as you can see right here, Biggie did that little sit down type thing. Well, when you run to him in the corner, he just grabs you and just sits you back down. But you guys, I have to say, the Raw was a pretty okay show. I can't say it was a good show to watch, but of course, it was a good thing that we've seen some NXT call ups, and as far as some people moving from Raw to SmackDown to Raw, so on and so forth. But Big E ends up getting tagged in by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre ends up hitting the Claymore onto Dolph Ziggler and picking up the victory, you guys. And so I definitely have to say that you have to give props, to Drew McIntyre and Big E, the big powerhouses on Raw. But Big E gave the challenge to Drew McIntyre of having a one-on-one match for the WWE Championship. Street Profits, you guys, they end up getting drafted to Raw. And after then, you guys, Street Profits, they were very happy that they, got drafted to Monday Night Raw from Friday Night SmackDown. The Viking Raiders ends up getting drafted to Friday Night SmackDown as well. So, it was, like I said, it was pretty cool. Then Finn Balor ends up getting drafted from Friday Night SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. And then after then, you guys, Ricochet is moving over to SmackDown. I think this is the first time ever moving from Raw, you guys, over to the Blue brand on Friday nights. So, wonder what's gonna go about with that. Then we see Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya and Tamina for a rematch for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. And so this match also went by pretty quick. You guys said this match was like maybe only 2 minutes long. And as you see, Natalya was trying to take it to Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley wasn't really having that, you guys. As you can see on Rhea Ripley's face. And so you guys, as you can see right here, Nikki ASH comes off the top rope, does a crossbody on Natalya and Tamina. And so that's when Rhea Ripley picked up her tag team partner, slammed her onto Tamina. And then they, of course, retained their WWE Women's title belts and all. And so, of course, we've seen right here, you guys, 2 months ago where Gage was, got the hurt lock on him but I'll get to that later on, you guys. And so, you guys, next we see Karrion Kross ends up getting drafted, staying on Raw. Angel Garza and Humberto, I already said that earlier, that they were going over to SmackDown. What tag team will they face first? Alexa Bliss, right now, you guys, she is having nose surgery as it's being reported. Then, you guys, we see Bill Goldberg ends up getting attacked, you guys, by the Hurt Business, but Goldberg ends up spearing Shelton Benjamin. And so I have to say, you guys, Goldberg looks strong, but, it's kind of tiring of, seeing Goldberg all the time. But Goldberg, as you can see, you guys, he is still strong. He is still ready. And those two will be fighting at Crown Jewel on October the 21st on a Thursday. Not sure what time it is going to play. But then we had the New Day versus Shelton and Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Of course, you guys. But then again, you guys, I have to say New Day is a phenomenal tag team. I have to say that that Shelton is that guy. Been wrestling for a long time. Cedric, I really don't know much about him, but actually just seeing him when he was a face at one point. But as you can see, you guys, as Xavier Woods come off the top rope with a flying elbow to the chest of, who was it? I think it was Cedric Alexander, the New Day and the Street Profits, you guys, ends up coming out, and they celebrating all that. And then Orton comes out to see was Omos gonna accept his challenge. Omos ends up coming out with AJ Styles, and so on and so forth, you guys. And then we see right here the stare down between Omos and Orton. I can't wait to see Orton hit a RKO on Omos, and that will probably happen at Crown Jewel as well. So yes, you guys, this Friday we got a return, and that return, you guys, is the King of the Ring tournament. That's gonna start this Friday as well. What and whom? Well, I mean, who will qualify, you guys, for the King of the Ring tournament? Who are your top 5 superstars who will qualify? And then on Monday, who will qualify as well? And so, you guys, I'm ready to actually see that. And then the main event, you guys, we had Bianca Belaire versus Charlotte Flair. Bianca Belaire had the KOD set up, but that's what we see right here, you guys, where Charlotte Flair ends up hitting Bianca Belaire with a running spear. But Bianca Belaire still kicked out, you guys, and she was trying everything that she possibly, could do. And so after then, you guys, we see right here where Bianca hit the KOD, but Becky Lynch ends up snatching Bianca's leg, and just really pulling out from under her. And so, you guys, Sasha Banks ends up appearing on the show, taking out Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks and so on and so forth. But she stands up and wonder what's going to happen on Friday Night SmackDown with her. We'll just have to see. Thank you guys for watching Chris Wrestling Reviews here on YouTube.com. And I'll see you guys in my next video.